Hi there, I'm Steve Boyko. This is the end of the Orient Express event in TrainStation 2. This is a new type of event that came to the game, and I have to start off by applauding Pixel Federation for trying something new and for changing the game a little bit and mixing things up. That being said, there were a few problems with the execution of this event. I do hope they bring this event back, and with a little more explanation, I think it would be great. So the overview of the Orient Express event is that basically you have a separate train station here, and you dispatch passengers to destinations and get event coins, and also you participate in competitions against other players like other events. The difference is the competition especially was a little confusing, and even dispatching passengers was a little confusing. So let's have a look. So if you click on this, you have a bunch of passengers here with names of destinations that they want to go to, and you get a certain reward in event coins. And when the event coins you can use it in the shop, and I'll get to that in a sec. So basically, your train has a certain number of seats, and I think it came with 3 by default, and then you can spend gems to expand the train to add more. I think I expanded mine to have 5. Yeah, right here you can see there's 5. So I've delivered 4 to Vienna already, and I have 1 left to deliver to Sofia. So when you start, you have no idea what the map is. You don't get to see it until after you load your passengers, which is a little odd. And it changes order, which is also a little odd because, in the real Orient Express, the cities didn't move around and they always went in the same order. But anyway, so as you go along the track here, you have, if you go, these red things are markers are cities, so you have to go to them to drop them off. So for example, my train is currently right here. This is the icon here, and as soon as I get another ticket, I'll be able to move to Sofia and unload that last passenger. So you need to get tickets, and you do those by doing jobs. These small and big contracts cost a fair amount of resources to do. So you can see that it needs 890 yarns and some 297 cameras to get this reward. Now, what wasn't clear at the start of this event was that the only coins that you got that counted in the competition was the contracts. Delivering passengers gets you event coins, but it didn't count in the competition against other players, and that wasn't clear. At least it wasn't to me, and from the forums online, it seems like it wasn't clear to a lot of people. So that could have been spelled out better. The other thing is, it is weird that the map changes. I wonder if that could be changed a little bit so you get a preview, because I don't know. It just seems weird. But in the end, it doesn't really matter because you can always get to your destinations. You just have to be careful about the route that you choose, because you want to make sure that you hit the cities that you load. My practice was to try to load the train full of all one city, so I only had to go to one place. But sometimes you can't do that. What else? So, yeah, and then you get to these points where you can either get a chest or a bazaar. The chest just gives you event coins, and the bazaar, it gives you stuff like engine parts, and then you can spend gems to get more stuff, better stuff. But I usually went for the chest, but sometimes I went for the bazaar, depending how I feel. Again, the chest didn't count towards competitions with other players. So here's my competition. You can see here I placed second, a comfortable second. Tumbleweed came out and won it. Good for them. And so I get 900 more event coins and to use in the shop. So that was a good fight. I had to do these event jobs here, and so this is where you get the tickets. You get a passenger and you get a ticket plus some experience points. So that's kind of my random thoughts on the event. It was good. It could use a little more explanation up front. I know they tried with the tutorial video. I don't know what else to do other than make it longer, or kind of include a tutorial here when you first open this up. So there, it was okay, but I certainly would like to see it come back with a little more explanation. I think it would do well. The only other thing I would say about the event shop is that it was disappointing to not get new trains here. You got to buy containers, which I did not, because I'm in the Japan event and I have all the trains in Japan, so I don't need any more containers. But I did buy a lot of train parts here. I used up all of the allocation of gold and legendary and rare blue parts, and I'm working my way down through trying to get as many of the purple epic as I can. I don't care about the common, I have lots of those. So I'm just going to finish off a few more of the event jobs that I have left now that the event's over, to try to push over and get a few more engine parts, and then I'll be done. One small thing, and you notice here I cashed in 500 coins, but this total didn't change. If I go back in to the shop, this thing pops up every time. If I go back into the shop, it's down, but it's small little thing, not a big deal. So yeah, it was pretty good. The only other criticism I would say is that it took a lot of resources and time to get these. You had to use the event factory was busy all the time, and your iron mill was busy all the time, which is kind of strange. It always asked for a lot of the saw blades and the nails. It was constantly asking for those two things. So it was your iron mill was constantly busy. So anyway, you can see those in my tips video that I released midway through the event. So that's my thoughts on the Orient Express event. I thought it was pretty good, and I hope it comes back with a little more explanation. It was fun, and I commend Pixel Factory for trying something new. Keep it up. We like the game very much, but a little change is good too. And have fun playing the game.